Tonight, from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, it's Sunday Night Football on EA Sports.
Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Bucs getting ready to go on offense for the first time, and it's Baker Mayfield leading him out in his second season as a Buccaneer and his 7th overall.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around.
They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Oregon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On 1st and 10, here's Irving. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 10 more there and another first down. So back to back. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And there's a short one taken in by Otten. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. A first down throw for Mayfield. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Mayfield with it once more. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Buccaneers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's Mike Evans who caps it with a touchdown reception. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So out come the Cowboys under head coach Mike McCarthy. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And I think it's safe to say that, and I heard him say it in the post-game press conference, that was a team win last week because he didn't really play up to his normal standards, throwing 2 interceptions.
No touchdown.
Yeah, didn't offset it at all, but the team found a way to get it done.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Following the interception, Mayfield. This is caught by McMillan. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Mike McCarthy pretty decisive. He brings out that red challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. On 2nd down, Irving. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Here's 3rd and 3. They go play action. Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Cowboy offense heading out. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level. As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Well, look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Herbert's throw pulled in by Lamb. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the bucs 42. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Hurts in goal on a pass play that moves him all the way down to the 1. Hill is in. Touchdown, Dallas.
Sometimes offense can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And the end result was the touchdown run by Justice Hill. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Back now comes Tampa Bay as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Mayfield to throw it. There's a short one taken in by Otten. And he'll go out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 4th down. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Here's Williams to return. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They're guarding against the upset.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Here's Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. The Cowboys at 9-5 now on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. It's complete to Williams. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Back to throw here, Herbert. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. So the completion good for just 3. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. Herbert throwing again. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Kalijah Kancey able to record his 5th sack of the season. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
The Tampa Bay offense set to go again. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Mayfield off the play fake. Otten brings it in over the middle. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Baker going to give it to Irving. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 47 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Mayfield now from the 50. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And the defense says they have it. They do. 1 play into the ball game, an early turnover. Charles, he lost a fumble last week as well. So now back-to-back weeks, maybe you expect that from your tailback, but not him.
You're exactly right, because you work a lot with your running backs about how they have to protect the ball in traffic. But downfield in open space, that's dangerous as well. Because
and now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. The fumble on first down. Now here's 2nd down. Herbert now. They set up the screen to Hill. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 3rd and 12. Here's Herbert. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DeMarvion Overshown. And the Cowboys are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Wow, so wipe out the INT, roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
Mayfield on first down. He'll find McMillan here. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A run up the middle with Irving. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. Here's 2nd and 3. To throw, Mayfield. Looking middle, and that's complete. And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. White is into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line. Yeah,
almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. It's good to make it 17-7. That time a 6-play drive. And it was Rachaad White who wrapped the drive up with a touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Muscles by at the 25. Dallas offense set for this next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Hill. Met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Credit Yaya Diaby with a stop. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now it's Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Pulled in at the 24. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And it may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well, great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. First down, Mayfield. And there's a short one taken in by Otten. Not able to go anywhere that time. Second down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Now a 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in. On 3rd down, Mayfield. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Straight ahead, it's Irving. And he is going to lose yardage here. Big Kenny Clark that time pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Mayfield now. Delivering a pass here to Evans on the out route. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made. A lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 29, here's 2nd down and 7. Once again, it's Irving. 63 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. Here now, 3rd and a yard. From the gun, Mayfield. That is caught. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 12-yard line. Now Mayfield. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. This is caught. And the Buccaneers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. White will score. Touchdown, Buccaneers. McLaughlin for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. On first down, it's Herbert. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hill. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started out at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, where you see the final score there.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And bulldozing his way through. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he... They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. From the 24 now, here's a second down and 9. Now a look at the backup, Jordan Love. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Love now to pass on first down. A dump off now to Hill. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. 2nd and 7. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Love. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And he will have a Cowboys first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. Going old reliable there to the slot on third down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? Do you try to go with a quicker guy and sometimes even get out quick there? Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in, and the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Out route, and the ball is caught by Godwin. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Mayfield. This is caught by McMillan. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Mayfield looks to throw. And this is caught by Evans. And Evans will have a Bucs first down as he'll take this down to the 26. Now a give. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, number one on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the third, that right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
This is 2nd and 8. Mayfield to throw it. This ball complete to Durham. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Mayfield. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. Here's 3rd and a few inches. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he will have a Cowboys first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. To throw now, here's Love. Over the middle and take it in by Laporta. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. On 2nd down, it's Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. Throwing. Love. Over the middle, complete. It's Lamb. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Love. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lamb. leads here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Love.
There on 1st down, he located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Love now on 2nd down. Throw left side, caught by Laporta. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Love looking to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. On 2nd down, Hill. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The offense on 3rd down tonight, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. Touchdown, Cowboys! CeeDee Lamb, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that cuts this lead down to 13. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've been pretty anemic on this side of the football in the second half, just 3 points, and you just saw the touchdown go the other way. So it's a 2-score game. We're not done here yet.
I think everyone's on the edge of their seats now because they're anticipating what's coming, and I sense that everyone in the stadium knows they need to keep it on the ground. So if you're going to do that, hope the quarterback is stretched a little bit. Some bootlegs, right? Some fakes inside, getting out to the perimeter. Those might be open for him.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Second down, Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He completes it to Evans. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. Throwing, Mayfield. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
And they visited the end zone frequently in this one, and obviously they wanted another one. But give credit to the defense there. They may not make the comeback, but pride showed. Good sack on that play.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back. To throw, Mayfield. Under pressure, and they got to him again. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. 1st down, Love to pass. That is caught by Laporta. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now Love. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. They run out of the gun with Irving. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. They work now on 2nd and 9. They'll drop to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. He'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further. So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus, they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
From a star in college to a star in the NFL, CeeDee Lamb at wide receiver as he brings out this offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
First down, going to the air with Love. Throw over the middle, he finds Williams. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Love now. On target over the middle to Hill. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. They'll come up now. 2nd and 9. Going back to Love. They set up the screen to Hill. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Here's 1st down. Love completes this one to Pickens. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry. Love looking to throw it. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Now Love. That's complete to Laporta. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Here's Love. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like,
yeah. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the officials saw, as this play will stand as is. Here's Love. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. A very pivotal two-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the fourth quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a one-score game, right? Touchdown, get two, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all three timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Mayfield. And there's a short one taken in by Otten. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. Then with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he is going to have a Bucs first down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it. Down to one knee goes Mayfield, and that's all she wrote. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory, and they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities, and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for the Buccaneers, it's a rare peak in a season of valleys as they move to 3-12 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Dallas, it's a tough blow to their playoff aspirations as they drop to 9-6. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from AT&T Stadium.